Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ladies, this is your boy Brandon Lewis of Brandon's World here live with another mini pod. Now, the last one I did, I noticed that my headset microphone was a little choppy, so I'm trying it without the headset today. We'll see how it goes. But, ladies and gentlemen, today I just have a lot to get off my chest, so I titled this two different things because, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys what really happened these last four games between the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Because from my point of view, you have the Raptors who twice in this series shut the lights out of the ball. Game one and game three, they completely just couldn't miss. And that's what happens, man. When you're hot, you're going to win games like that. So Toronto won two of the games shooting the lights out. Game four last night, second half, they just dominated. Okay? Well, game four was the first legitimate game to me that they actually won. And because, like I said, game one and game three, they shut the lights out. They didn't play better than Golden State. They just shot better than them. Golden State really played better. They just couldn't shoot the ball down the stretch like Toronto did. But overall, I thought Golden State outplayed Toronto. Game two was a weird game, man. Toronto could have been up by 30 at half, but they were only up by 5. Golden State could have been up by 30 in the fourth quarter. They only won by 5. What I mean by that, Toronto won Golden State back in the game in the second quarter, and Golden State just went cold. The last 7 minutes, I think they did not score in game two. So there you go, and that's how we get to a 3-1 game. Toronto dominated one time. The second time without Klay Thompson, I don't really think they dominated. I just didn't think Golden State as another score. And Toronto took over and they couldn't miss. I mean, 17 points from all starters. They get 113 points from all the starters. You're not going to beat that. Game one, they shut the lights out from free. Siakam at 32. Gasol had over 20. I mean, Toronto had two great performances in game one and game three. That's why they won. They dominated game four. I'll give you that. And then game two, like I said, was a weird game. Toronto could sweep Golden State. I give you that. However, I think Golden State's going to find a way to shoot Kevin Durant up and play in game five. And I believe this series will go 7. I believe Golden State will win in 7. Say me, KD. I already told you guys before, I cannot root for Canada. Like, I just can't. It's a U.S. sport to me. It's why I can't root for the NHL, because to me, the NHL is not an American sport. It's a Canadian sport, so that's why I can't watch the NHL, and that's why I can't root for the Raptors in this series. That's what I believe has really happened, though, in these first 4 games. Now, with that being said, I do want to get this off my chest. People have been tweeting me, oh, you were wrong, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Just like, I'm not going to mention the person's name, but I had somebody, for the sake of this, let's just call him Fred, because his name's not Fred. But I had somebody who, we're going to say his name Fred, who messaged me and was like, yay, I won the Twitter battle. And I was like, no, you didn't. There's no winning a Twitter argument. I'm not going to sit here on my keyboard all day and type. Like, I'm sorry. I don't get into Twitter. I have fun with you guys. It doesn't affect me if you guys don't tweet to me or not. Like I tweeted last night at the end of the game. I'm bad with picks. Roast me. I'll respond to comments. Stuff is fun, but I'm not going to take it to my bank. But I won the Twitter argument. No, I just stopped responding to you. I will like the comment. I don't want to get into a debate with you. I'm not about winning Twitter. I'm about making takes. And for people that say I don't have pride in my takes, I do. I do use factual knowledge. Now, I admit I haven't watched the NBA as much as I have in the past this year. Maybe that's why I'm wrong. Okay, but last year in the NFL, at least, I was mostly right. Different sport, maybe I'm more right in the NFL. Okay, whatever. But I'm not always wrong. You know, I can be wrong here or there, and I can be right here or there. I don't like a big losing streak. And that's what I don't think people understand is I don't love to be wrong. I don't make a take and go. I'm just going to make that take just to make Twitter people pissed off, and I hope I'm wrong. Just like I don't send politically correct tweets Just like I don't talk about politics. I don't care about that stuff. I'm trying to do my job, people. Like I don't care what you think. It's your opinion. I'm never going to win a Twitter debate with you. I don't know why people get so caught up in Twitter. Just like I don't get why people, get caught up in, oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. Who cares? Just like I am going to say his name because it's not public record because we were going back and forth on Twitter. My good buddy at Bucksville Radio, Sean Fitzgerald, he tweeted me after game 3, and he said, well, if you're wrong, which I was wrong on game 4, I thought I put Golden State. He said, I'm going to get exposed, and I hate to do it because I'm your friend. And I tweeted him back. I said, Sean, I don't care if I'm your friend or not. Yes, we're good buddies, but you need to expose me. I was wrong. We could be good friends, but we have arguments. Hell, me and my best friend, we argue about bullshit for 2 hours every night. We don't get along with everything, but opposites attract. I I just don't understand, man. Well, life is great. Life is great, but I think people get too caught up in Twitter and winning. Let me tell you guys something. I used to be a Twitter person, right? I used to be addicted to Twitter, respond to everything, blah, 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 blah. And then it was a year ago today. Year ago today. The Cavs lost to Golden State in the NBA Finals. They got swept. Today was the last game LeBron James ever played in Cleveland. And it may be ever. And so, I got mad. I said some things that I shouldn't have said. We're all mad at the moment and stuff. And, it's like, well, you know what? I learned my lesson. I am, 19 at this point, almost 20. I need to grow up. I need to start being a grown up. So what did I do? I got rid of all the bad stuff on my old Twitter. I deleted the account. I deleted my old YouTube stuff with a lot of bad stuff. And here I am a year later, having the time of my life doing what I love, talking to you guys. And this is fun, man. This is great. And I have, like I said, my best friend, man. He runs a podcast, and I have somebody else who's running a podcast too. And they're all like, "Man, I only got one view," or "Man, I'm disappointed in myself because I didn't do well." And I'm like, "Who cares? I don't care if you have one view or a million. You gotta take pride in your work, man. Don't worry about what other people think. Do what's right in your heart." Be a grown up. Don't be stuck in this 3 years ago, 18-year-old, 19-year-old. No, like we're both 21 now. You got to be a grown up. Life is hard, man. So I keep telling people that say Steve Kerr doesn't coach, man. Steve Kerr coaches his ass off. Life is hard. Going to 5 straight NBA finals is hard. Ask LeBron. He went to 8 straight. Now people are starting to knock on LeBron because he didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, he didn't make the playoffs because he got injured. His whole team was injured. Just like, oh, Kawhi Leonard's better than Michael Jordan. Really? I just detailed all the help Kawhi Leonard gave you. Like, I mean, come on. You people blow things out of proportion. You're Twitter victims. I'm not a Twitter victim. I just see what I see and I tweet and I believe what I say. I'm just not some dumb talking head that's sitting in front of a computer right now spewing out BS. That's just not my style. My style is to help people. I'm starting to think I'm getting too nice for people. I'm starting to think like, man, I'm sorry, man. I really support you, man. It's like, get out and do it. Stop talking and do it. And who cares if it's bad or good? If you think it's bad or good, that's all that matters. You don't need my opinion. If you think it's bad, don't just say it's bad. Do something to fix it. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll figure it out. Good people in this world figure things out. They realize quickly something's not working. One thing I give Toronto credit this year, they realized DeMar DeRozan and Valanciunas weren't working anymore. They got him out. They got Dwayne Casey out. They're a grown-up organization as much as I don't want to root for them. That's what they do. It's what good teams do, people. It's what good people do. When you realize something doesn't work. Take, for example, I shatter my computer screen right now. If I did that, this computer doesn't work. I'm not going to sit on my toes and go, well, I don't have a computer. I guess I'm not going to make a podcast. Either I'll go to the library, take my headphones that don't work. Apparently, I got to get new headphones. I'll go to the library and make a podcast, or I'll work my ass off till I make enough money to buy a new computer. Take initiative. That's the key, man, in life. Don't get caught up in what other people say. We all get trapped up in social media because social media is great. You get to troll. You get to feel you're right. Well, you know what? You're not always right, and I'm not always right. And that's what we have to live with. People roast me on Twitter, act like you're so cool. It don't affect me, man. I laugh at all your tweets now. So I wanted to make this today, not only to give you guys what I really thought happened really quickly in the first four games of the finals, but more today because I wanted to get this off my chest. Because over the last week, man, I've been thinking a lot about how wrong I've been and how people have been texting me and DMing me and tweeting at me how wrong I've been and some people have gotten into Twitter wars with other people and man, I'm so mad at this guy. I'm gonna block him. I don't block anybody anymore, man. It's freedom of speech to some extent, even though I know Twitter's been trying to cut back on some of the swear words and stuff, I guess. But to some extent, free speech. You're giving your opinion. Who cares if he doesn't give you an apology, man? He doesn't need to give you an apology. It's Twitter. Don't get worked up over Twitter. Be a grown up. Be an adult. Like the Toronto Raptors. And that's why they have a 3-1 lead. Again, I think two of those games, they just shot the lights out of it. If Golden State shot the lights out of one of those games or two of them, they'd be up 3-1. Toronto dominated one game. The one game was back and forth. It should have been a blowout. We ended up with a 5-point Golden State win. And two of the games, Toronto shot the lights out of the ball. I may be wrong. You may call me an idiot. Who cares? Make a fake account. Do all this stuff. I don't care. I have more things to do with my life now than worry about whether my views are good or whether this and that. Look, I do look at views, but this YouTube channel, I'll admit, is not my main priority. I'm working on other projects. I'm working on other stuff for Black Soul Radio. I cannot wait to get back on the radio this fall where we get to simulcast this show. But as more listeners I get, the better, obviously, and I want to do more things to improve myself. But let me tell you guys a quick story real quick on the basis of this. I used to have a YouTube channel for 7 years and it only reached 300 subs. But I grinded every single day to earn each sub, and it felt good, man. I don't get these people that buy VC for Madden or for 2K, excuse me, buy points for Madden Ultimate Team and do all this and get good subs when to me they don't make videos. I mean, I don't understand the YouTube algorithm. My good friend quit YouTube when he had 1,000 subs because he just couldn't stand it anymore. He's a grown up. He got out. He got out before it was too late. Look, I'm a grinder and I care about my work. And if people want to attack me personally, that's a different thing. But if you want to say I'm wrong, I don't care. I think people should grind. If you want something bad enough, you'll get it, man. If the Raptors want that NBA championship or if Golden State wants that NBA championship, they'll take it. They want it bad enough, man. The team that wants it more will win game 5. And I think if Golden State wins game 5, they have a chance to win the series. It's like Cleveland did in 2016. But I am done with hearing the whining and oh my god, this guy on Twitter and oh my god, man, this podcast wasn't that good. I think I'm gonna quit. No, you're not gonna quit. You're gonna get back on your microphone the next day and you're gonna record a podcast because that's all you wanted to do in your life, and I'm not gonna let you quit now. Jesus Lord. People need to grow up. Some people think stuff is funny that I don't. I think stuff is hilarious that other people don't, and that's okay because that's life. We're all going to have different opinions. We're all going to have different opinions. And I love you all, and I appreciate everybody that's tuning in to this mini pod right now. I appreciate it. Oh man, it's been a lot of fun, but I just wanted to get that off my chest, man, about these Twitters and a couple of my people, and I'm not bashing you guys, people. You know what I'm talking about directly. You will know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the person who's messaging me about I won this war, and the person about the podcast. I have actually two or three people talking to me about podcasts, and they're upset about their podcasts. Um, you know what I'm talking to you about. I'm not publicly taking a shot at you, but I'm not getting through you on messaging. So maybe you hear it from my own voice on a public platform. I'm hoping that maybe you'll realize, you know what? He is right. I need to stop worrying about people. That's all I gotta say, man. If you enjoy what you're doing, don't worry about it. Don't worry about being politically correct. Whatever party you're affiliated with, don't worry about what the other party says. Oh my God, it's like politics, man. Oh my God, he said this, she said this. Who cares? Worry about your own thing, man. Worry about you first, then worry about others. I need to start worrying about myself too. I can't worry about these people. I got to do great. I got to make more wrong picks, man. I'm taking the high road. I want you to too. All right, with that being said, guys, we're going to wrap this up. My name is Brendan Lewis from Brendan's World. Go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and roast me. Tell me how cool you are on the internet. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. That's how I'm ending this. Not even throwing up music or anything. We are out of here. Bye bye.